And guess who's not refreshed is Mr. Regal in this match, because you just got stomped on your dome by a 250-pound Swiss, multilingual Swiss man. And it is,
Oof.
and if you look at his face right here, he just did, it's almost like he's a bad guy, but he did something maybe even beneath him, because
Yes.
his demeanor, we talked earlier, he looks sadistic. And slowly but
Okay.
surely we see a little bit of a change. How would you describe that?
I've talked a lot about certain things that I was doing in this match. If you watch Claudio's part of this match, he is doing a masterful job of telling an emotional ride of what he's doing through this match, whether it be trying to beat me, getting angry when the time's right, taking advantage, making me suffer. But also near the end here, it's a masterful job of his conflicting emotional problems that he's having, because he realizes he's gone a little too far here, and and this is storyline driven, but he had always, I was one of the wrestlers that sort of made him think, oh, and another European has made it. Let's I can be that person as well. He's done far better than I have and he's far better than I ever was. But he tells that story as well. If you go into it with that he's no, he wants to prove a point, but now it's frustrated him so much that he couldn't quite have it his own way, that he's gone to lengths that he didn't want to, and he shows that perfectly. And his range of skills, of his reactional skills here are superb, and he does a fantastic job of showing that.
Let's see some of that emotion now. Go ahead and press play, because you're done. He could get the pin now,
I'm completely done.
but he's looking back at you. He sees the ref and he has a pause, and we see a complete. It's not just a facial change; it's a body language change in Cesaro. Like, what have I done? What have I done? That's kind of it, right?
That's it. He knows his one.
Yeah, but he also now, as you said, he has said it. He looks up to you, and
He
also
looks
your
up,
your
but
styles
then
are. Yeah,
well,
go ahead.
I'm just and in his feeling, I've gone too far. But now he sees me moving, and it's like he's not. I've still got to prove a point. Look, I've no, I don't want to, but
These little moments of mercy,
mercy, just
little moments.
this is wonderful stuff on his part. I
And he's
don't
going for the neutral. Look at his face.
look at his face. I don't really want to do this, but I've got to show everybody, and I've
And
got to prove a point.
I believe he might even think better of it. He thinks
Yeah,
better of it.
yeah.
He could have done it, but
Look at
he.
that. This is watching. This is
Shakespeare.
yeah. This is
It's
great
Shakespeare.
stuff.
And now what does he do? He wants to win.
He
He wants
wants
to
to
win. You
win,
can see that. But
but look,
he respects you.
I'm just not
Look at
giving
you.
up. I'm still trying to get that last bit, and he's like, "Stay down, you silly old fool." He's basically what he's doing here. Stay down, but I won't stay down. So he's got to finish me off. Stay down, just stay down, because I don't want to do any more to you.
And he comes alive, grabs you, puts you in the neutralizer, and throws you down. But takes a moment and gets that 1, 2, 3. You can pause right there. We talked about his emotion on his face. We've seen this particular thing play out before in matches, or attempted to, or done well, such as Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. That's an example that's kind of close. I don't think I've ever seen it done as well as this. And I think what you're saying is just Claudio just hit not a home run, but a grand slam on that.
Yes. And so for all these years, when I've heard that these things I hear about him, I've been the one screaming, "You don't, this person," as you hear me saying now, all these things I say about him, he has got an incredible emotion. He's got everything you could ever want, and he's just that match alone, just shown the emotional range that he can pull off in a, what was that, 17-minute match.
Yeah.
He showed every single thing that you need to be as an excellent professional wrestler. He has just pulled it off with skill set, the way he looks, the way he carries himself, that everything that it goes without saying. But then the emotional attachment to telling a story, and for some reason, I don't, and I think it's because he's too good. Sometimes you can get overlooked when you're too good because you relied on to make a lot of other people look good,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
it can be a curse.
A victim of
I
your own
I,
success. Yeah.
yes, I had, I don't know if we got round to this last week, but within the first month of me being in America, I had both Arn Anderson and Paul Orndorff. No, sorry, not the first month, first 3 months. Arn Anderson and Paul Orndorff both came up to me and they went, "Well, you're screwed." And I went, "What?" You know, you don't hear that when you're 24. Why is that? It's because you can do this job, and you'll end up like us. When you're like us, you're always going to be putting people over. Maybe that's the thing with Claudio.